What's up? How's everyone? What's up? How's everyone? Oh, hey Millie, thanks for redeeming first. Hey Panzer, how's everything? So we're doing the new event. It came out, what, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? It's a tie! How's everyone doing? So I wonder what the type of event is. Like right now the music's kinda cool, neat. Alright, let's see the trailer.
It's one of the Arcanist lineages, a rare kind, Miss Bathadia. Based on the past cases, you will eventually become yourself again. The old self. What you saw in your mind were not illusions, but memories from your past self.
I remember it now. Under the starry sky, on the scorching sand, countless Arcanists ran like a herd of beasts. Gosh, they're all in my head. That's the only sport stadium built for Arcanists! And I was the first priestess of Uluru ever!
I don't think any Arcanist would say no to witnessing the revival of the once magnificent games.
Junior student from Melbourne. An old
So I'm wondering how many new characters are gonna be in this story. I think usually 3 or 4.
Find out with me.
Come on, Flammy. Let's light up the Uluru torch.
Alright. New event, main store. We're gonna start right now. Story mode. Roller coaster. A collision can spark the beginning of a story. It can also lead to a large medical bill. What's that sound? Oh! Thanks, Panzer. Thanks for the throwing gift. I'm like, what is that sound? Panzer, you didn't have to. Alright, thank you for the gift. Also, Panzer, just wondering, on your side, did you get any email saying like it got shipped? Because I think when Millie did her the teapot thing, she got an email saying it got shipped, but like I also got an email saying that it got shipped, so just confirming. So hopefully maybe next tomorrow or so. Really? But does it also have a because right now all the cell was saying me is you got like shipped to like one of the areas in like New York. Probably still in the like the warehouse or something. A collision can spark the beginning of a store. It can also lead to a large medical bill. Oh.
G'day, you've reached Desert Flannel.
Oh, let's hit all. This room is like the same thing as what the Pickles one.
Time for calls. Please leave a message after the beep. Hello? We've only got 20 minutes before the game starts. Where are you? Get your ass here now, unless you're dead. Look, I know you're not into these games, but you can really use the money, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have come to me.
So which character are they talking to?
If you stand me up again, we're both screwed.
Whatever. Just leave it to Thursday.
The game on Thursday is crucial. I will get expelled if I mess it up. I'm begging you. Just come over now.
Thursday?
Thursday?
Wait, it's Thursday?
How long was he sleeping for? Alright, take care, Panzer. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the thermal gift.
We missed the right junction. The roads are different from the map Mr. Slouch Hat gave us. It's too outdated to provide any useful information.
Terrific. We've gone wrong again. This is like, yeah, the 4th time. Since my short life is supposed to be spent in creating huge value for all the living things in this world, Foundation should have sent me another bodyguard, a more reliable one. And the contact here should have offered us a more reliable map.
I am the one and only reliable bodyguard who can keep you safe among all the others in the Foundation. You are of great significance to Laplace. They don't want you to take any risks.
Cities always change, and maps are supposed to follow them instead.
We can go back to the last junction or keep going forward. There is a trail about 300 meters ahead, and it leads all the way to the Rolling Croc bookstore. You want to check the map?
When things don't work out one way, a researcher will find another. See? There comes another way. Hey, wait. Miss Spathadia, right?
Who are you?
Fire.
Do I know you?
The sweat on the tips of her nose. She keeps popping on the spot. A bestie badge with her name is on it is pinned to her chest. Clearly, she is not aware of what gives her away. No, I don't think so.
We arrived in Australia not long ago.
We've been lost for way too long. So long that the human society has begun to suffer economic losses because I've been loafing around.
Medicine pocket holds the girl on her shoulder and slightly shakes her body.
Now, you are given an opportunity to help the whole of humanity. And it only takes a few minutes. Well, maybe hours of your meaningless life. Take us to the Rolling Croc.
The Rolling Croc. Rolling? Oh, I pass by that store every morning when I exercise. Go straight ahead,
Turn right into the lane after passing by a cafe with an orange signboard, and there it is. But do keep your heads down, or you'll be hit by the signboards there. I can take you there if you need... Oh, shoot! Warm-up time's almost over. I have to go. My coach is waiting for me for the punching exercise. Sorry, guys. Hope you find the store.
Thank you.
Make way! Make way! Move aside! It's okay. Don't mention it.
Wait! Someone's at the corner! Watch!
Collide? Oops. What it did.
Help! Fire. I'm on fire.
Uh-oh.
Fusion and weak pulse. We have to take her to the place.
Whose bedroom is this?
I'm fine. I'm always fine.
Tossing and turning.
What happened to me? Did I really break some part of myself? They said I passed out, but it doesn't feel like that to me. My vest is dusty, but I don't feel any pain at all.
She tossed around in the bed, crumbling the bed sheets like wadded tissue paper.
Maybe I need more ice water.
She gulps down some cold water.
No. Maybe it's hot tea that I need.
And takes a sip of boiling hot black tea.
Oh, shoot. It's not working at all.
What does she need?
I should have gone to that lettuce place with those wacky people and had a physical examination. Let me see. Their card is in... Wait, no. I've turned them down. If I go back to them... that'll be super embarrassing. Besides, I bumped my head on the ground, but it's my stomach that's feeling sick now. I'm sure this is just a coincidence. I seldom have junk food and never miss the training at school. I know my body well. It's healthy and tough. I already took the medicine for stomach pain. Now just take a break and distract myself from it.
It's all sports. Oh, it's the games. I forgot. That's what the thing.
The smell of soil, mineral, burning coal, and the golden panda. That already makes me feel much better.
She evenly draws in the breeze, running her finger along the edge of the photo. In one photo, Arcanus' rosy cheeks is flying on a broom, cheering for her victory.
This is the first photo in my collection. Mom gave it to me for my 5th birthday. In 1884, branchfort was very popular amongst Arcanists. The Uluru Games that year had more trees than that in any other years. Then, in 1900, St. Pavlov Foundation took over the Uluru Games. Out of security concerns, they abolished 1/3 of the events that involved dangerous actions and imposed a lot of regulations on the rest. Jones got first place in the game that year. Then, the Games in 1938. It was the most successful one ever since the Foundation took over. It was so successful, almost everyone thought the games would be revived and brought back to the public. Until...
A slight sigh escapes her mouth. Now, she's looking at the last page of the thin album.
I wish I could see the Uluru Stadium with my own eyes again. Even for just a minute. Like how I used to host the opening ceremonies in there. Back then, I stood on the highest platform, igniting a flame from the wood saturated by ointment, and then flew on a rosewood branch, following a canoe in water and gently pushing it forward. But the flame had a fight with me. I trembled with anger because she was such an unreasonable blockhead. Then my sight was filled with darkness. My sight? My sight? Did I just say something? What are these things doing in my head? Are they illusions? When did I go to the desert? Since when did I...
Her past life from the trailer, right? A warm touch of itch climbs up to her stomach from her chest, squeezing itself onto the windpipes, like a bird flowing its damp feathers, struggling its way out of her body.
Is the medicine working? My stomach is much better now, but... My throat... It's burning and itchy.
The fire element.
Mom never told me we're descendants of the Red Dragon. No. I need to see the doctor right now.
Everybody.
Two, the lovely neighbor. Let it be known, the best way to call on a neighbor has never been to climb the treetop or wait by her windows late at night. Let's see how far we get. We usually do like 1 through 10 for these main event things. Plus.
Now, let's summarize what happened. You fell into a coma for 16 minutes and 30 seconds yesterday due to external impact. Then you woke up and found yourself fine.
That's right.
On that night, you felt an unusual burn coming up to your throat from your stomach. At the same time, you had weird illusions. And at last, you vomited a ball of fire.
Yes, that's right, exactly.
For one last time, are you sure no one in your family is related to the Red Dragon?
100% positive. I checked all the family photos and medical records and even rang Mum and Dad. They denied every possibility of it.
The symptoms symptom is really rare to see.
I know. So, don't walk away on me.
Each of her hands clenched more from the other two, joining them together like a floating buoy line in a
Are
swimming
you
pool.
really buying that?
I don't doubt it.
Then you're a fool, donut. Would have lost all your clothes to any rorter that comes up to you if you wandered long enough on the streets. And you, I'm warning you. Take your little claws off me. Let me go now.
Hey, you were the one who burst out of nowhere and knocked me over. Now my brain's not working right and you're responsible for it.
Yeah? You mean this smidge of zombie fire? You reckon this is the first time an Arcanist sees it? Can get you 20 of these in 2 days in any workshop. You gotta try harder if you want to fool me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not a liar. I saw that ball of fire come out of my mouth.
Irritated by the expectation, she shoved the fire into her mouth. See, it doesn't burn me at all. I'm not a liar.
You frauds never stop coming up with new scams. No cheat, no eat. Heard that before? Go home with your fake fire. If you continue doing this, be careful of the bunyips. They will crawl into your house through the sewerage and take your tongue because lies are their favorite food.
But there is no evidence to prove that she is telling a lie.
Evidence? I have more than enough evidence to prove she's not some innocent lamb. She climbed up the tree outside my window and was shouting and screaming there in the middle of the night. The moment I went outside, she took me here like she was carrying a bag of groceries.
One may infer that she was shocked by the fire vomiting and thus displayed abnormal behaviors.
My God, don't you have adults at home to put some senses in your head? Haven't they taught you not to trust the stranger's words? Especially if they show up at late hours?
The stranger? I know something's wrong with my head and I'm not even sure who I really am anymore. But you shouldn't have forgotten me. We're neighbors, Desert Flannel. I live 3 streets away. I even said hello to you.
3 streets away? How does it make us neighbors? And I don't think our litter covered street is part of your fancy community, where people sit by the white fountains and walk in the street gardens. The last time I checked, I was not from some rich immigrant family. No matter what you're looking for money or for fun, I couldn't care less about it. The only thing I care about is that my landlord will kick me out if I fail to pay rent this month. So let me go!
Desert Flannel struggles, pulls her arm out of her grip, and storms off.
No, you must not leave.
Like toppling dominoes, the 3 of them fall on each other and tumbles down. Oh, Verta got caught in the middle.
I think I just nicked you in the teeth.
You must not leave. At least, not before I figure out what happened to me. Things are flashing in my mind now. Sometimes the past, sometimes the present. I remember I can sing, but soon I forget how to do that. I remember the crowd who worshipped me on their knees. They're running somewhere like the Uluru Stadium. And something hot. A hot bonfire? Is that a bonfire? Anyway, no matter what it is, I'm just an ordinary person like anyone else living at the end of the century. These things shouldn't be in my mind. There must be something wrong with me. With my head or other parts. I can't just go nuts now. My training plan... It's all ruined. I even have a game to play at the end of the year.
Relax. The symptoms may not last. Sensing omens doesn't always mean danger to Arcanists. Given the complexity of the situation, I think you need a more detailed physical examination to find the crux. We will help you and take care of you. Until you completely recover. Or say, become completely normal again.
You... Thank goodness. At least I can count on you. Both my mum and dad aren't home right now. I'm on my own. It's all over for me if the condition gets worse. At least, that's how it goes in the TV.
Don't jump to the worst conclusion yet. Follow me.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, she's not coming with us?
What? What are you staring at? She's having a body checkup. Do I have to tag along?
You're going to sneak away for those part-time jobs, aren't you?
Fine, genius. You win.
Hey Dio, how's everything?
Oi, you with the suitcase. Do you know how I can get a job here? Looks like they pay their employees well.
Shinga? Is that like the chant or something? Let's see. When they saw the fluorescence in the forest, the flickering inspiration, the essence of the human soul, they shouted as loudly as they desire. Part 3. Got some low numbers.
Here's Miss Spathadia's
They were
physical
using all the
examination.
art.
Oh, how sweet. They even got you the Salvia Zopiclone patches. If the illusions get too real and you can't sleep, use them.
Okay, thanks. But I need to ask my coach if I can use it.
Don't worry, it's been approved by the Therapeutic Goods Administration of Campbell. The ingredients include salvia, mint, and a hallucination potion. They can neutralize the side effect perfectly.
The researcher opens the girl's medical records, takes off the pouch sticking to the cover, and slides it into the girl.
Actually, you're quite the lucky one, you know. That old map shows there used to be stairs where you fell down, with over 100 steps. Thank goodness you live in the right time. Otherwise, you would have tumbled all the way down there. In that case, no one can tell what you would vomit, fire, or maybe something even worse.
Medicine Pocket's voice dies down like a flame being blown out. Muted for a while, Medicine Pocket briskly collects the file on the table and walks towards the door.
Wait here. I need to get someone. A weirdo for sure, yet the best person we can turn to for this problem.
Who's the weirdo?
All right. I think that's the last thing I'd like to hear from a doctor. Would you just let go of my hand, Sheila? Or the good doctor here will have to cut this hand off later because of necrosis.
Oh, her so name for sure is Sheila?
Can I hold it for another 5 minutes, please? I'm sort of nervous.
Time spent in anxiety. It feels like a year.
Breathe in, breathe out. Then unbend the fingers. I'm also human, I feel pain too, sweetheart.
I can't believe how lucky I am. We haven't seen a living case for decades.
This is a new one? New
Is this
person?
exciting?
I don't remember seeing this person before.
Not at all.
So this is the
Ezra,
weirdo?
My dear friend. See, I always keep you and your weird little mushrooms at the back of my mind. So it'd be best if you could give them to me without leaving any records in Laplace's system next time. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Now, go check out the girl. She might be very useful for your paper on Arcana.
Of course. I'll tend to her in a moment.
There's
I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your thoughtfulness. I've been waiting for this for too long.
There's a turns directed to Splatona.
What?
The young researcher walks to her, as steady as a boat floating in the water.
May? You mean me?
Certainly, Miss Spather, dear. I came for you. I've been briefed on your case and had a basic understanding of the inner flame temperature and the fuel through the laboratory report. Here's a list summarizing all the conditions. It's still a draft, but please, take a look. Since your condition is stabilized, and as a teenager, you're still in a developmental stage, I'd recommend you to run a test which is more friendly and pleasant to your nose.
Rizzo grabs a Y-shaped metal rod and places a kind like material.
Now, please blink 3 times at this dowsing rod and blow on it as lightly as possible.
Oh, she's gonna breathe fire?
What's this?
Oh, no, not like that. Just be gentle with it. Lower your voice so that you don't blow away the spores on the filter.
The white filter paper almost touches the tip of her nose. She can't say no to such a gentle and soft request like this. So she closes her eyes, lower and lowers her voice, and repeats the instruction to herself.
Okay. Blink 3 times and blow.
Hey, what do you mean the auto message to save? The fluorescent spores of the filter paper cures immediately.
And we're going to roll it up and fix it on the dowsing rod. Now time will do its magic.
Are you talking about like the log?
Doctor, is there a cure for my head? Wait, is that the smell of mushroom?
It is related to mushrooms, and I'm not a doctor. Please forgive me, Miss Spatherdear. I was so overjoyed I forgot to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Ezra.
Ezra.
I'm a human researcher at the Laplace Australia branch. My research is mostly on the diversity of local mushrooms and fungi. I'm very thrilled to meet you.
You're not a doctor? Just a researcher. And a human? And you're working on mushrooms?
That's right. It's a shame that I didn't become a member of the arcane study team, but I'm equally interested in mushrooms. I enjoy this job.
Latonia turns pale, holding her face, and steps back in horrible disbelief.
They get you here to treat me. Which means
Specialist!
I'm not a descendant of the Red Dragon, but that of mushrooms? I'm a fire-breathing mushroom girl?
She's taking too much.
No, I'm not here to diagnose your abnormality, Miss Spatherdear.
Spatherdear.
You're perfectly healthy. Your brain CT result looks normal, and I can see you're in good shape. In a stricter medical sense, you're almost one of the healthiest people I've ever seen.
Ha! Finally someone has a sharp eye. So the truth has been unraveled. There has never been any illusions, nor is anybody putting on some strange, absurd, fire-spitting show. And...
But she did not lie. Please, take a look at this. According to the analysis, the core of her fire consists of an obsidian gravel that has 22 evenly distributed layers. This is no modern thing. It's old, dating back thousands of years.
What? What do you mean? Whose side are you on?
Have I made it difficult for you to understand? Well, you'll know when you see it. Please bear with me for 5 minutes.
Holding the metal rod, there's switches the button on the machine. The moss in the backpack exhales, letting out a cloud of
Have
mist.
you heard of the reincarnators?
Hey back, kitty. Thanks for the lurk.
It's one of the Arcanist lineages, a rare kind. Since this power can only be randomly triggered, and its manifestation could happen anywhere, anytime, and in any fashion, it is hard to identify them when there is one. The most well-known case must be Dorothy of London. She fell down the stairs in her own house and lost every vital sign. But she woke again and became the ancient Egyptian Bentreshit.
You're not saying that she's...
Miss Spathadia is a reincarnator. Those so-called illusions are not a result of any brain damage. They were once real. It's her past. Based on the past cases, she'll go through a period of mental turmoil. That could be short or longer than anyone could expect. But eventually, she will become herself again. The old self.
But how is that possible? Everybody knows that the reincarnators are just some lousy made-up tabloid stories.
That's right. Sensationalism. That's the mainstream opinion about the reincarnators. In Dorothy's case, her experience of learning Egyptian and her career as an archaeologist also caused controversies over her true lineage, which is understandable since people haven't seen a reincarnator in years. But at the beginning of the 20th century, when Dorothy fell down the stairs which decided her fate, Laplace Scientific Computing Centre established its Australia branch, carrying out studies of local fungi. The fungi study is a brand new direction, and it has been secretly developing next to the public since, like the Australian honey fungus, growing without getting anyone's attention. The facts will speak for themselves. Please allow me to prove it to you. Medicine Pocket, could you please turn off the lights for us?
Are we gonna see something glowing? Or
Cheers.
a little bit of light? The poles of the metal fork sways in the dark room, letting out a buzzing sound like a bee floating in the air.
When we talk about reincarnation, the real question behind it is whether the soul exists. Because the soul is commonly considered to be the essence of what makes a person who he or she is. If a person dies, his or her soul will return to the ever-circulating network.
Network? What network?
A theory developed from Riemann's on the hypotheses which underlie geometry describe the world as an eternal, vast, invisible yet ubiquitous net.
And as the news story described, a reincarnator is a miracle where a soul disappears from point A and shows up at point B without any clear reasons.
Exactly, Miss Verdon. I'm amazed that you know so much about the reincarnators.
The sparkling sprout, floating in the human air, slowly approach each other and intertwine.
That report described the reincarnators is incomprehensible and spontaneous. But the truth is, we've never gotten close enough to observe and study them.
Huh? What's the shiny powder on my fingers?
Bedonia looks upwards and can't help but letting out a small cry.
Gosh, it's like the neural network I read in the textbook.
You have a sharp sense. You arcanists never cease to amaze me. The latest studies have shown that the working mechanism of mushroom flora may be similar to the brains, and we have made some progress from that. This is why the study of mushrooms is important. It enriches our understanding of the reincarnators, for they are hard to find.
You mean these things floating in the air? Mushrooms?
The Australian honey fungus, the mushrooms living beneath the ground. It's a pathogenic gem that causes roots to rot. It was first discovered in a eucalyptus plantation in southeastern Australia. At the end of the 1970s, Laplace researchers who intervened in the local environment protection found that, unlike other fungi which reproduce through the spreading of spores, the honey fungi spread by the growth of their underground mycelia all over the forest.
You think it's like that invisible net?
Yes, a net hiding underground, in which you see an object disappear at point A and magically emerge again at point B. The reincarnators are very similar to Australian honey fungus in this aspect. And with her breath, a small amount of her saliva, and the dowsing rod, we will be able to find her net and map her movements on it. And when her gaze emblazes the Omphalotus nidiformis...
Omphalotus what? Isn't that a ghost fungus?
Yes, the ghost fungus. The mushrooms that glow in the dark. They're called chinga in older times, which means
So that's what the mushroom's name is.
the sparkle of ideas in human minds.
If the mushroom has simulated Spathadia's net, then these two light spots are...
The one closer to us represents the current Miss Spathadia, and the farther and brighter one is what put her through the changes now.
Or that's me in the past? And I will gradually turn into... Huh?
The lights back in the room. The ventilators emitted 2 consecutive notice as it struck the sparkling light out together with the heavy moisture in the air.
5 minutes. We are right on time. Miss Desert Flannel, how do you feel?
Damn it! If she's so badly injured, how much would the compensation be? Is this how my life will be? Being heavily in debt?
Miss Desert Flannel, you're nibbling at your nails. You will get hurt from it. Please stop.
Me? I'm fine. Are you talking to me? You were saying?
Yes.
I think we could
was
do at
asking
least
how you were
one
doing.
10
Did you
poll,
get my
maybe.
drift?
We'll see if we could get the new characters.
I think. Well, I know it's highly unlikely that this little girl was hatched from a dragon's egg, but is it possible that she's just some kind of uncommon lizard? You know, the really ancient ones? Anything but a reincarnator.
But what you said doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? There was fire coming out of her mouth.
A dragon, a lizard, a carnivore. Okay. Desert Flannel points at the fire placed on the couch, which is still burning and shakes her digital pet machine.
And my only family here is a pixel emu. Does it make sense to you?
A Tamagotchi?
I don't follow. I know this is not your fault. It's just your Arcanist nature taking over. It's very normal if you got too carried away by your emotions and became delusional and hysterical. Please, take my hand. I was once trained to help Arcanists calm down. Now breathe with me. In and out.
Me? I'm not hysterical.
Says a hysterical girl with offense.
What do you know about Arcanus? You're not even one of us.
Said the outraged bystander. In the white room, the argument snowballed, tumbling out of control, letting a wisp of smoke slither across the room unnoticed.
Everyone.
Please, believe me that I meant you no harm, Miss Spathadia. I was only trying to help.
Help? How? By calling us delusional? There's nothing I hate more than humans like you saying that others are over-emotional.
People.
No, nothing like that. Miss Spathadia, it is not my intention to criticize anything or anyone. It's just biologically, arcanists tend to be more sensitive and easily affected. I also like arcanists, almost as much as I'm interested in mushrooms. That's why I study them. Do you smell something burning?
Before they realize it, the flame placed on the couch has already been devoured the seat and the floor, spreading the doors and completely blocked their way out. The burning heat is approaching at terrifying speeds.
It's the flame I spat out. When did it grow so large?
I tried to warn you. It has grown larger and larger as your lizard hypothesis heated up. I'm sure the guards of Laplace will break in soon.
Security of Laplace Research Center Hospital taking over. All patients and non-staff, please follow me to evacuate the room. Evaluating fire level. Level 2. Extinguishing the fire. Source of ignition confirmed. Request for permission to use Kangaroo Foam Fire Extinguisher 3.
Wait! You can't put out my flame. It's important for me. Very, very important. I don't know why, but its importance is for sure. Those bubble kangaroos will kick its butt once they see the flames. I don't want that.
I'll protect it for you. Don't worry.
Are we fighting the flames? Wait, what?
Interesting work.
What are these guys? Why are we facing the guards? Oh wait, are we trying to get back the flames, her flames? Maybe that's why.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Who's this?
That's nothing.
I hear something. Whose heart is beating so loud? No. Talking out calms people down.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Nice.
I hear
Give
something.
me a sec. Oh.
Whose heart is beating? I hear something. Who's this? Talking out calms people down. Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Oh, need me to get you guys an
Nice.
ambulance?
I think that's what's what? 2 turns, 2 rounds, 2 rounds, 2 turns.
Sent it to some practical department.
There you go. Now you're free from the fuzzy foam.
My goodness. I mean, thank you. Though I still smell like a Joey, I'm much better now.
I wonder what that means. Smells like
In
Joey.
the early stages of arcane ability awakening, the rate of arcanists losing control can reach 74.3%. But it doesn't mean that you can set a fire in the clinic of the Laplace Research Center Hospital. Or fight the security to protect the flame.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this, and I have no idea why my flame grew so large all of a sudden. That never happened before. I know I should have been responsible and noticed the anomaly earlier. I was completely lost in the argument.
She buries her face in her hands and is still trying to bury it even
The
deeper.
silver lining is, as the fire was still under control, they used the Kangaroo Foam Fire Extinguisher, and thus it didn't cause any casualties.
Please write down your emotional changes and physical reactions that occurred during the incident on this sheet of paper. We'll keep tracking your physical health information. The concentration potion is on that table, and there are blankets and Type 2 PMMA safety boxes in the cabinet under the table. Please keep the hazards sealed for safekeeping. Okay, got it. You are still in an unstable state. Please have a rest here and don't move around. If you need anything, please press the call bell on your left and our nursing staff will come to help.
The medical staff collects the tray and walks out of the clinic, leaving the room in silence.
Well, in case we burn another room. The box she mentioned is... Oh, here it is.
Burning. She opens a transparent box and leans in towards the little flame.
I know Freedom met his little flame. But we have no choice. Sorry, buddy.
She reaches out a hand to push the flame into the box with great caution.
Alright, listen. My teacher said fire needs oxygen to burn. So I'll leave a small window for you to breathe. I have
Oh, it talks!
wanted to see you. What?
It talked!
Are you talking? Gosh, the callback. Where's the callback? Go back to Uluru. We must go back to Uluru Games. Huh? Uluru? Uluru Games? You mean the Uluru Games? Oh, make it clear, little flame, make it clear. What's going on with the Uluru Games? Ah! The fire! It's burning on me! It feels different this time. It's so...
Far faster than expected, the flame spread over her, and her cries for help fades into the burning red. We'll see if we do any polls after part 5 is done. Part 4, Cross. See, a lot of the art stuff are being reused, which is not that bad.
I swear, if anyone walks past us now, schoolers or deros, I will be instantly killed by their silent judgment.
As a matter of fact, when the patient or the subject becomes unstable during contact, it is necessary to isolate them from the triggering cause immediately. But we just burnt down the isolation room. No wonder head nurse Judith was so angry.
Who's Kangaroo?
Miss Burton, are you alright? That kangaroo is punching your nose.
I'm fine.
Oh, it's a mini kangaroo.
So is the kangaroo. I'm sure Medicine Pocket will bring us the concentration potion soon.
They'd better. We look like a bunch of kangaroos, feel like kangaroos, and even, smell like kangaroos. We will make tomorrow's headline of the Australian Naga and become the 3 kangaroos hanging out on a public lawn at midnight. That'd be the end of our social lives as humans and the beginning of a life as kangaroos.
Make the headline? Ah, I see. Please, don't worry.
Hey Vitamin, how's everything?
Medicine Pocket
I'm
is
doing
a
well.
frequent celebrity on the news. The concentration potion is not their work. Besides, we didn't use anything new in its development.
I'm not worried about that guy. I was talking about myself. There are paparazzi following me around these days.
I didn't know you were famous.
I'm not. It's just that someone wants my name spread in a bad way. Ugh, trust me, you should never piss off the paparazzi.
Nice.
You should turn to the police.
Doing any
for
streams today or tonight?
Yeah, just shut up and keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. I will toss his shoes on the power lines if I find him here.
Miss Desert Flannel, watch your back.
And the funny thing is, I think earlier we were out talking about kangaroos too. The young girl leaps to her feet, letting out a scream at the bench beneath her turns scorching hot.
Fire? Miss Desert Flannel, the lake is over there. Get in there.
Lake, I can't swim.
Save the kangaroos! There are people shouting, feet running, sparks flying.
This stupid kangaroo kicked me in the
Oh!
Move! I can't see where the lake is.
Wait, calm down. You are not in danger. She is.
Who is?
Are you joking? I was getting burned. Huh? There's nothing on my skin.
Wait, were the kangaroos fake too? The unwanted visitor stands in front of them, panting as she was burning from her body temperature. Her golden reflection sways in water like real flames.
Rice.
The burning flames bounce from Desert Flannel to Elizabeth.
It didn't cause any damage on me. Just burning the foam on my skin. Is that some new method developed to get rid of the potion? But what is Miss Spathadia doing here? The head nurse shouldn't have let an unstable patient walk around freely. Did she sneak out?
Gosh, mate, she's on fire. Does she even remotely look stable to you?
Rise like a dew, stepping on the red soil where vines and woods grow.
The glare and heat rushes through her like waves. Madonna, engulfed in flames, approaches Desert Flannel with fury eyes, mouth, heart, and body, and takes her into her arms.
Dead? She's as well heated as
It's funny how they like
we can't let her
how
go
the
like
curse
this.
words are like
Her
it's
rage
like
is
it felt
gonna
like
be roasted in that little
how,
head.
like the sound effect. Oh, this game is a reverse 1999. The new event is out. So the event is Revival Games. Ooh, wait. Revival Games. What's the title? Revival Uluru Games. So right now, we're on part 4, but so far we find out that the young girl, Subsidonia, is a reincarnator, where she remembers her past life, and now I guess she's in the hospital research center, trying to figure out what's what they can do to her. Desert Flannel strives to get out of her control, patting Sabonia on the cheeks with her cold hands.
Let go, Spathadia. Your temperature is dangerously high. Chill out.
I'm not a lizard. And concrete number 2 with cream is the best dish in pod material.
Spathadia is suffering confusion. It's probably the flames doing.
Oh yeah, the flame was talking too.
We need to
So
separate them first.
Okay.
did the flames possess her?
Okay. Miss Verton, please step back.
A mist with the color turquoise blows towards the girls.
Oi! What are you spraying? I'm still here! Hey!
Spore powder. Did they go to sleep? Soon both complaints and Oh.
This is just some spores, Miss Desert Flannel. Worry not. They are the tranquilizer that the locals use to pacify animals and was once widely used among arcane.
So this does have a sleep effect. Or thing, right?
As long as we calm her down, we can bring her back to...
However, that fireball girl hits everyone in front of her like knocking down a pin in a row. A perfect bowling strike.
James, we need the real games. This is where sportsmanship originates. Young people. Young people. Young people need cats and strawberry jam. Cat jam it is.
Cat jam.
Did I use the wrong mushroom? Miss Spathadia has become even more restless.
Maybe it didn't affect the fire girl.
Is she...
There's a man to get up, looking at the turquoise green mist without dusting himself
no, you
off.
didn't. She's behaving exactly the way you described.
Miss Desert Flannel?
Her fierce friend, with a smile on her face, is rolling on the ground like a cat getting high on cat mint. She keeps reaching her hand to the sky as she is trying to catch something.
Is this the house for me? Does this mean I don't have to pay rent anymore?
Looks like this is how she has her mental break.
I will bring her back to normal immediately. It won't take more than 5 minutes. But I think Miss Spathadia is going to attack again.
What we need is the reopening of the gate to the scorching land. And the retrieval of the rock. Ugh.
And her fire is getting stronger. Get down!
The moment they duck, the scorching hot fire flies over the top of their heads.
We are running out of time. Let's deal with the burning issue first.
Taking a deep breath, Urza grabs the straps even tighter.
I will try my best.
Nothing unexpected. For now.
So we got all 4. Okay, so let's see. Debuff.
Wear gloves. Do this. Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious. Hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. Whew, that went smooth.
Yep, that one was easy.
Where am I?
Do we separate her from the flames?
What are you doing here, guys? I thought you were driven away.
Great! She's back to normal.
I remember it now.
Still can't maintain her balance and falls to the ground.
Spathadia!
Spathadia.
The games.
Spathadia. She raised one arm with all her strength and grasped the cuffs of the girl standing in front of her.
We must revive the Uluru Caves. The rocks crumble underneath.
Once we get to part 5, I think the other part of the event now opens up too.
I've heard what's going on. We will check if her organs are injured by the high temperature after returning to Laplace. You can visit her tomorrow after 11 a.m.
Can we visit her? I thought you will send her to the wards on the 13th floor.
Go with the flow when you can't fight it. We've now understood what will happen if we separate you and keep her alone someplace else. What's more, Laplace can't lose another clinic.
I see. This is great, thank you.
I'm wondering how Elsa is carrying all that stuff.
So, are you sure those mushrooms won't cause any damage to my brain and body? Like lower IQ levels, lung diseases, or skin allergy?
If you think it's necessary, I will accompany you to Laplace for some follow-up checkups. Of course, you don't have to pay for the tests. The fee will be deducted from my salary. Please, don't worry about the money.
Okay, enough. I trust you. I don't need a kid to pay the doctor for me. Besides, it's embarrassing enough to be put down by mushrooms. Not to mention that I'll be giving that guy the story he craved if I was hospitalized.
That guy? Oh, you mean the journalist following you? Huh?
Oh, he's here. Who is it?
Speak of the devil.
Solemnly cursing, Desert Flannel scans the bush in the dark, with a serious look on her face. Thanks for the hydrate.
Don't make me force you.
Who is this cameraman? He's gonna be a generic character, or somebody we know, or a playable character.
Makua, don't you dare involve others. This is between you and me.
Oh, thanks for the posture check.
I told you long ago that one day I will make you feel the same misery that I did. I have been following you all the time, and this is the moment of vengeance.
I wonder what Desert Flannel did to him.
Now, I have more than enough photos. As for these other people, you didn't strike me as such a kind-hearted person.
I didn't know you were so shameless.
Let's see what tomorrow's newspaper has to say about this, Miss Photographer.
A hideous smile forms on a floating face. Manoa then disappears into the shadows.
No! We can't let him get away! He has a photo of us!
Is he your enemy? Maybe arch enemy? What happened between you two?
If you don't want to be one of the burning kangaroos on the headline tomorrow, shut up and start running!
We have to stop him.
Oh, so wait, the boxing competition? Let's see. Let's collect some rewards. Oh, there's only one? Okay. What's the... Wait, didn't it say boxing event opened up? Or did I miss it? Oh, I see. Or did I misread it or something? Oh yeah, never mind. I guess this means the other modes. Okay. Probably that. The boy boss. Shake hands, nod. Welcome, my friend. I don't know, some reason it feels like Charmaine. This is like something in this thing with fire, but I'm not sure. Did we stop the newspaper guy, or did it still go get published? Collar raised and head lowered, standing silently by the side door of the newsstand.
G'day. You got the latest Australian naga here?
Nice choice. Everyone is talking about it. Hmm?
The strange customer snatches the paper from the newsstand's owner and lapses into reading.
A strange party held in the city park last night. The witness claimed to see the burning kangaroos, mushroom-intoxicated rolling croc, and the teenage arsonists dancing together. A secret event on the public lawn? The revival of the Uluru Games?
Fingers clutching at the newspaper trembles. The newspaper wrinkles, breaks.
It saddens us to admit that the recession and inflation have walloped some young adults. They were crawling in the park at night, groaning and moaning like beasts, dragging themselves along and losing consciousness.
The voice, the figure, the temper, and the reaction all seems familiar.
Hey, your voice. You...
Do you have to talk to me right now?
Behind the rustling newspaper is a familiar face with frowning eyebrows and bloodshot eyes.
I'm busy hating my life. I don't have time for your little chit-chat.
No way. Desert Flannel, it's really you. Everybody is talking about you right now, and they can really imagine. Some say you're mad. Some say you're the heroes fighting against aliens. Well, the most known story is that event. Is it real that you're going to restart the games?
I have nothing to do with it. It was all that Junior's fault. I was just unlucky.
Val leaves the newspaper, pacing back and forth like an animal trapped in the cage of the zoo.
It was pure bad luck that I ran into those weirdos, got taken to the hospital, and let Makawa get what he wants. I shouldn't have let him get away. Oh, if I see him again, I swear, I will pull out his tongue and tie it around his neck. Oh, look at this gibberish. He said, we are the children who eat bunyips from the sewerage, a burning kangaroo, and I am a nutter because I can't find a way to afford rent. Oh, this is great. I might as well be a kangaroo.
At least it's true that you're banging your head against the wall for rent.
Yeah. Be mindful that you're talking to a nutter. Whatever. I will soon lose my part-time jobs and be kicked out of the house where my granny lived for decades. I'm heading back. Let me know if you know of any job vacancies. I can do a lot of things. As long as the money is good. No, as long as I'm paid.
Wait, Desert Flannel. Come and take a look at this.
Tickets? Wait. The ticket wooden box is placed on a crumpled newspaper with a lot of tickets.
Many people came here this morning asking about the Uluru Games. And 1 hour before, the Scissors Jerry brought me this.
This is a pre-sale ticket to the Uluru Games?
I've sold over 50 tickets at a unit price of this much. It has been suspended for too long. So long that everyone thinks society has forgotten it. but we remember. Our ancestors told us about those amazing and funny sports. That big, wide, fancy stadium.
I all remember it. Even looking forward to it. And even bid up for a fake ticket. Mate, did you get more of these from the other gangs?
2 boxes left.
How many tickets are we going to be selling? Or, you know... Holding the cigarette between the knuckles of his index finger and middle finger, the owner squats down behind the counter. His hands lift up, holding 2 even bigger boxes and heavy boxes. His voice comes from
These are
below.
From the Slicky and Eucalyptus Brotherhood.
Eucalyptus and what? Didn't catch that name. Oh, do you have the mints that I bought from you before? The least purchased ones? You always put them at the bottom of your box?
After the sound of struggling searching, the owner at last pops his head back up, now covered with dust, and throws a faded iron box onto the counter.
All right. Now give my ticket back and I'll put it away. I don't want any of the gangs to find out I'm dealing with the other... Desert Flannel?
She ran away? The coin purse has been placed on the abandoned newspaper, holding no coin but instead gray feathers.
That's what I keep telling everyone.
Letting out a foddery sigh, the newspaper owner lights up another cigarette.
Muddying the water is what this bad girl does.
That's right. Desert Flannel has taken the fake tickets with her. The ones from Clippy, Slicky, and the Eucalyptus Brotherhood. She's gone. No, not to the black market. Sir, I heard that the Bunyips are getting restless again. Is that true?
I'm gonna make a fortune out of it. I will be able to buy that.
Did she
cup,
get tricked?
Get myself a new oven, some new clothes, and that giant wool nest for Pleppy.
The critters popping up now?
Those bunyips are out again. Haven't seen them out in the sun for a while now. I must hurry. Wait, are they coming my way?
I've got my eyes on them. They are more interested in her than in me.
Oh, this makes sense. Since the Uluru Games have made the biggest news of the week, the people are going on and on about it all day. And where else will the rumor-loving bunyips go at this point? The last time I saw something like this was when that scandal of Mr. Pompadour broke.
It will be a big story, almost as certainly as a cut will bleed. I will pause my other projects and focus on this one. This is very kind of you. I really appreciate it.
Nobody, not any arcane creatures, can stop me from getting rich. Let alone that you haven't eaten enough rumors to grow into a 3-floor high and multi-legged gigantic monster. Boop, 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 boop. Clappy, give me a hand.
So is her digital pet a arcana skill? A giant emu jumps out of the pixel, fluffing its feathers. All her arcana powers the pixel.
Like that smell of rumors from the ticket box? Come get it yourself.
Oh, too bad we can't try on her character. What's team 2? Team 2, team 3, team 4.
so loud?
They're just little games. Start me up.
Don't be so furious.
Lights. Left hand up. Now right hand up.
Hey, I'm the support staff. Relax. Shh. I hear something.
Oh man, roll button. Oh no, nice kill.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Radio waves are everywhere.
Hey,
Everywhere.
we need some peaceful moments.
I hear something.
It will all be fine. A take shower, take a shower off.
Considering someone's physical condition, the investiture.
Told you I'm super healthy. You should let me go now.
But you need our care, Miss Spathadia. It's also our responsibility to make sure that you're safe and stable. When Arcanists were first introduced to their power, they would experience a 4 to 12 week adjustment period, during which they may suffer emotional breakdowns, strong hallucinations, or frequent comas.
Hey, stop it. I have something very important to do right now. I mean it. I'm not gonna waste my time here. I'm fine. There'll be no more confusion, mental breakdown, hallucination, or coma.
Something very important. What is it?
Training? The games? The young girl stares at Urza for a long time and finally talks.
My flame talked to me last night.
The flame keeps hopping at a steady pace, but the pets it like a child.
Now, it's asleep. I think it's exhausted after our rampage last night.
Is the conversation about your changes?
Of course. The moment I touched it, it crawled along my arm to my mouth and went back to the stomach. And all there was left in front of me was a black wall.
Sorry, I'm not quite with you. Perhaps you could start from what happened then.
Sure. I don't remember it well, though. They were blurry memories. Imagine you're looking at a plate of bacon and eggs through 30 layers of frosted glass. I had to get close to the glass to barely feel them. I remembered you were there, but there was also a clear window. I saw complete darkness in the window for most of the time, but there were pictures flashing by sometimes.
I believe that your memory is a reincarnator. Just like what's written in the books.
Hey, let me finish!
Sorry. I was too excited because this is the first time I see valid proof of reincarnation. Please continue.
Ahem. I think that's my memory as a reincarnator. I saw my own body in that window, just like the one I'm looking at here. I saw a lot of flames, wobbling lights, and people.
The lively young girl takes a deep breath and presses her palm against her chest.
My heart has never beaten that fast. Yet, the fire in my body seemed completely natural, as if it was destined to burn inside me. It whispered just one phrase to me, again and again.
Like what you mentioned last night?
Yes, the Uluru Games. I must revive the Uluru Games.
What are you going to do? Let's not get to the paperwork of applications, security arrangement, and permission from the local government just yet. The location of entrance to the Uluru Games was never fixed. Only few Arcanists could find it, and the games are for Arcanists only. There has never been a human athlete in there. And they have been cancelled for all these years because they were completely lost in the War of 1942. Nobody has found them since.
But I can find it, because I have found my ancient self. I'm the only person in this time who has been to that land, and my flame is my compass.
Dia throws back the covers and sits on the bed.
Although I have not yet figured out why my memories are all about the conflicts with the flame, I felt so whole again when we burned together. I'm sure it will help me and unite with me, because it trusts me so much that it traveled all the way here through the endless darkness and rainy seasons to come out of my mouth. It's here for me, and now it's going to take me somewhere else. I'll follow wherever it goes.
She sees the cuffs on the visitor, looking at her with her puppy eyes, dog eyes.
Verdun, you said you would take care of me. Would you come with me? I need a revival squad, and friends who understand and support each other, just the way the Flame and I do. By then you'll go to the stadium too, and we'll run together. I promise it'll be a wonderful place where you'll never regret going. You will enjoy the Uluru Games.
I've seen pictures of the Uluru Games in the school library collection a long time ago. I was not a fan of the routine physical fitness test at school, but I don't think any Arcanist would say no to witnessing the revival of the once magnificent games.
Yo, then, how's everything? Welcome in.
I'm more than willing to join you in bringing back the games. It will be a wonderful new beginning.
Did you start the event yet? The handshake is offered and sets up to symbolize their successful cooperation.
I see. You're shouldering extremely important responsibility, Miss Bathadia. I will apply for you to be discharged and explain all this to Judith.
And thank you, Ezra. I won't forget your contribution to the revival of the Uluru Games.
I'm deeply honored to have
really?
this chance to help. Then I will get the paperwork done and go back.
What's that for?
So far, I think there's only like 3 fights or so far in the main event.
So that I can better assist you.
Or do you have to go past the story mode?
You? On the way? You're coming too?
Of course. We've been through so many things together. Am I not part of the team?
No, of course not. How can I take you and the revival squad? The games are meant for Arcanists. You've read the documents, right? Since the very beginning of history, humans have made countless attempts to find the entrance to the stadium, yet none of them made it. It's just not for humans. If you're a fan of sports, you can totally watch those held by humans. There will be a boxing event in Melbourne tomorrow at the National Tennis Centre at Flinders Park.
No, Miss Bathadia. I'm not interested in any games. The only reason why I'm coming along is because you haven't fully recovered and still need medical care. Besides, I hope to collect more information about the Incarnators from you. I will not disturb your mission searching for the stadium. Please, let me come with you.
Who's your favorite?
Good for both of us.
Who's your favorite character so far?
Collect information? You're monitoring me. Since when did I grant you the permission to do don't want to be studied or published on newspapers like the reincarnated you talked about.
Our research does not need to be published in the newspaper. We can do it in a more subtle and secure manner. I will not design any tasks for you to perform, nor will I force you to take any potions. My job is to observe, record, and ensure your health and safety. Like what we do with the mushrooms.
But I'm a living arcanist, not a mushroom. I've had enough of everyone watching.
Looking up and down at Urza, she hesitates and returns to her bed, wrapping herself with a coat like a
I want
burrito.
to be the embellishment added to someone's academic achievement, or a subject of the paper that'll help you switch fields.
Ah, I didn't explain it right. Miss Bathadia, please listen to me. I have never changed my heart as a researcher, and I care about Arcanus as much as I care about mushrooms. It was never my intention to use you as a career boost. You are such a rare opportunity to us, because none of us know when and where the next reincarnator will be found. If we miss this opportunity, the academic circle may have to wait for another decade to further their research. The discovery you and I made may shock many. Our names might go down in history, but most importantly, it's going to help a lot of people. Have you heard of Chengus, invented by Dame Parodi? It was inspired by a long-legged shepherd in France, and it has helped many athletes with disabilities to walk and run again.
The long, painful moan escaped the little boxer's mouth.
Miss Bathadia, you look miserable in the blanket.
Keep going, Ezra. You're very close.
Me? Close to what? I don't follow.
Close? Well, speaking of close, guess who is close to becoming the most successful business person here?
Desert Fennel. Where have you been?
She's scammed.
Hi! What are the white eyes for? I'm not some monster crawling out of the sewage.
She scraps the mud from under her shoes and trots into the room.
You look a mess. What happened?
I didn't ask you why you were crouching in bed like an ostrich, did I? So maybe you can return the favor and keep your nose out of my business, yes? And what really matters is the good stuff.
Thank you for the follow, Odin. Desert Flounder knocks on the cover of the box and is satisfied for the crispy sound.
You wouldn't know how unbelievably lucky we are, my dear business friends.
Yeah, no. I don't. Ugh. Ezra alone is already too much information for my brain.
Fine, you restless and humorless people.
Now hold tight and get ready. The rubber band is being stretched further and further away from the box.
We'll bring back the Uluru Games.
Yeah.
Hey, what kind of reaction is this? Why are you quiet as stones? This is a great idea, and you're giving me this?
The room brimmed with the wordless doubt and silence, and Hen reaches up.
Join my revival squad. Handshake? Handshake.
Then I...
No, not you.
No handshake? Spittonia retracts her hands away from the burrito. In a moment so fast it blurs. On the choppy water, several boozy... Oh, I missed it. The game complete. Wait, oh, was that game news? Oh, Okay, so that's what it was. That's song popping up all the time. Okay, so let's get to 12, 13. Alright, still not enough. We're gonna read the news once we open up this one. Achievements. Sarah Cave. So 600, 180 per. Okay. So we're gonna take a quick what? Probably a 5 to 10 minute break. Go and grab some snacks. So that if anyone needs to, use the bathroom, grab a drink, get some food. I'm going to do a quick break. Let's see. I wonder if I should leave. The music for this thing is kind of good so far. Alright, so we are back. Alright, let's continue on with the main event. Part 6, Day of Rebirth. Are we seeing where the event is being held? Oh, yep, it is! The Greyhound bus closes its door and drives away. Hackett and leave the girl standing by the road by a puff of smoke and dust.
This is a miracle of nature, like the Great Barrier Reef. Of course it's pleasing to the eye. Many would wrestle with the heat wave and travel all the way here from Alice Springs by bus.
Desert Clown puts down her sunglasses on her head and flips her hair over her face.
I have to admit, it is worth the effort.
The temperature here will get even higher at noon. Ezra has prepared plenty of cooling tablets and water in the medical kit for us. If anyone still suffers sunstroke, we also have the budgerigar coat as an emergency measure.
So that's why Ezra took you to the room before we left. To tell you all this.
Ezra is worried about you, and so are we.
Oh, someone is feeling bad about what she said earlier. If you ask me, that human girl has a good heart. Maybe she can work on her ways of communicating with people, but that altruism in her is almost angel-like. And she has the face of a little angel. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to put her in some baby care commercials. I heard those things pay you generously. I might as well ask what you think.
Huh?
Go forward. It's talking again!
What? Who's talking again?
The flame!
The flame! It's talking! Didn't you hear it?
Nah, it sounds the same to me. This is just the sound of fire burning, snoring like my late old man. Well, maybe you can also try turning off this little thingy's TV. Maybe it will jump up and shout, "I'm still watching."
I'm not joking. It's really talking. Listen.
Lifting the flames with both her hands. But don't you puts it as close to the desert fan air as possible. It's breathing. Desert fan looks more and more alarmed in the silence.
Wait, its temperature has gone up, and it's transforming. What is this, a rocket?
No more waiting.
Did they hear it too? Oh. As swift as an arrow, the burning fireball radiates height waves flies towards the other side of the desert.
Hey, hang on! Where are you going? I thought we were good friends! Are you joking me?
The Agile is the first to catch up with the flames. Behind them, the greenhouse bus in the distance is starting again.
Mind your steps and keep up.
A race in the desert. Ooh, great. I wonder why I'm not as clever and creative as you are.
The nosy crowd has gone. Where they were once, a slim figure pops out of the tree.
Miss Verdon. Was she talking to me? She always looks over. Perhaps she knows that I'm following them.
Yeah.
No. I'm hiding well. They shouldn't know.
Not with the gadgets behind you. Mumbling, there's a sketch of fire pattern in his notebook.
Having emotional turmoil, acting impulsively, feeling fanatical about the retrieved memories, and the unstoppable urge to return to the homeland. These all match the description in the research notes. And now the fire, which is also the key in this case, is burning vigorously. The notes end here. That's all we know about reincarnators.
Looking up in the distance, Urza walks from one bush to another.
I can't deduct more based on the current data. But at the same time, the unknown can be dangerous, yet exciting. It may bring about catastrophes or miracles. Just like arcanists, so charming and lively. My job is to help and protect them, so their burning enthusiasm will not be dampened. Like what Mom said, this is our mission as mankind.
The human child once again opens the backpack and checks for the 101st time.
Frog mushroom, the fairy ring powders, and the butterfly-shaped portobello mushroom. Very well. I have them all. This time, I'm prepared for any danger.
Gotcha! You're not running away from... This is the beginning of the journey.
Yep. You see some patterns on a... Is this a wall?
Beginning of the journey? No, we set off from Melbourne. We're close to Uluru now, so it's almost so distant. Gosh, what are these?
These are murals. No. They are reliefs. All the marks are carved out of the wall. These carvings existed long before any murals. And they are rougher.
Of course they are. Just think, when did our ancestors learn to draw with paints? And when did they start carving with sharp stones?
They're beautiful. Like star trails, one circle in another. I think I've seen them before. They feel familiar and make me thirsty at the same time. Look, this circle's just like a spring.
We don't need a spring. We brought water ourselves. Drink as much as you want. Look here. These are most probably some ancient relics. This one looks like an animal, and this a plant. And what is this? Birdie.
They have something to do with people's lives. These marks have to mean something. Maybe they will lead us to the entrance to the stadium.
This is a time when Spathadia's opinion matters more than ours. Come, Key Girl, take a look at this.
But they can't find the girl who was talking about her thirst anywhere. The water leaking from the fallen dusty covered up cup is absorbed in the hot sands.
Spathadia? Where did she go? And that fire, they're all gone. What the hell is going on again?
Did she get left alone?
She better be pulling a prank on me. I heard her footsteps behind me just now.
Relax, Desert Flannel. We've got help.
A slim figure emerged from behind the trees. Ursa?
Ezra?
Ezra?
How did you get here? Wait, how long have you been following us?
From the beginning, when you were at the hospital. Sorry, Miss Desert Flannel. Please let me check this first.
There's a frown, quickling his pace when nearing the wall of relief. Some mushrooms break into pieces under the pressure, and release a pungent smell of spores.
This smell. I can't be wrong. This is Devil's Thorn.
What's that? Does it have anything to do with her missing?
A rare kind of mushroom that grows in the desert. Allegedly, it's genetically connected to lizards. I've only seen its pictures in books. It has wide open pileus with sharp spikes, and its roots are as absorbent as a sponge, which allows it to absorb and preserve underground water. They only appear around water sources, and with this spiral pattern on the wall, I think I might have a way to find her.
As it stands up and takes a metal dowsing rod from his
Please,
pocket.
come with me.
Thirst. She felt the dry thirst throughout her body, as if she had never taken a single sip of water, and she was a beast that must kept running and running. A gout of flames pierced through the formless dark.
Flame? My throat. It hurts. What? Do you remember me?
The flame pulses and comes closer to her, like a beating heart.
I travel through the endless flood, drought, rain, and waterfalls to finally reach you. Do you remember me?
Her dry throat keeps twitching as if a toad was resting there.
I do, but not really. I can't recall your name or your face, but I do remember.
She curls up in a tight ball, her palms and feet getting hotter and hotter.
Do Do you remember our fight?
The boiling raindrops mixed with fire are splash on her spine. Together, they pour into her dry throat. She is not sure if she's standing or crawling on the ground. The only thing she can do is breathe like a fish. The fire flows from the back of her ear to her eyes, like a warm hug from behind.
Anchor of the current feelings, and seek in the boundless net.
She hears a different voice coming from her own throat.
Seek me. Seek the past. Seek the intelligence and spirit we are bound to find.
I don't want to make up with you, you dumb ball of fire! Neither do I, you stupid girl!
My hands are burning, like they're soaked in fire. That's because you reached into me. We had a fight, attacking each other with nails like two cats. This is just like the day we first met.
The scene in her mind becomes clearer. She can see the clues of the ancient memories within her
I
reach.
can feel my knees trembling again. I know this game. A sport which is not popular enough to be included in any commercial or professional games. It's also the sport for which I've been secretly training myself every day after lunch. The light bulb picking game. Malingi's Harvest. No. No. But these are not light bulbs for the athletes to pick up from the ground, but fire. And I don't have such a burning campfire at home. It can only be found here. Beside the flowing spring, under the starry sky, on the scorching sand, I saw the burning campfire and the sparks scattering in all directions. My hands surrounded by blazing flames, I touched the inner cone again and again as I flew by. Immersed in great joy, I dove down from the air. At that time, our hands held each other in the flames. Our traces went on, from one torch to another. Yes, I know. I remember it now. I once drank the cold water in the spring and covered my limbs with colorful strips. I sang and danced until a pair of wrinkled hands touched my forehead.
Good girl. My good girl.
Who's this guy?
Your hands are dusted, but you win the game and your soul is sparkling. It's you who find the hottest fire for us. It's you who connect to it and make friends with it. I shall grant you the scepter and lead you to the highest platform.
I shall become the next priestess of the Uluru Temple. I shall take responsibility for every drop of sweat on the red soil, and I shall eulogize all the significant, fair competitions. I shall store the flame in my mouth, my stomach, my heart, and my ribs. I shall protect her, not to let her extinguish, nor to let her go astray or away. I hereby swear, I shall be with the Uluru Games until forever. Mom? Mom never told me. We're descendants of the Red Dragon.
Uluru Spring. Oh.
I'm awake now. This is the entrance to the stadium. And that howl must be
The girl bends and rolls on the ground in a circle to avoid the sharp claws attack.
The Guardians of the Stadium! I knew it! I'm too wary to stand up. Shoot. There's no way I can beat them just rolling around. Miss Bethadea! Ezra! And Desert Flannel! Vernon! Thank goodness you found me.
These critters. They don't look like any kind that I know of. What are they?
Facing the boulder thrown by the critters, Spadino does a forward roll and hides behind the
These
rock.
critters are the Guardians of the Stadium. They, I can explain it later. We had to deal with them first. Little Flame? Hey! What are you doing?
The little flame floats leisurely towards the
No
monsters.
time to hesitate. Protect Bethadea and engage.
So this is that team. Wait, so this is our team 4. Alright, let's do their team 1 again. Wait. Okay.
Hey, give me a chip. Just one with the lowest denomination. Relax. Tout décide.
Bravo.
Need me to get you guys an ambulance?
The sword is drawn.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Woo! Great. They are down. Everyone, for the sake of prudence, please stay back and do not approach before confirming the danger has been eliminated.
I'm wondering how she could carry that terrarium behind her back.
No, there's no more danger now. Look!
The heated current of air surges from the top of Uluru Rock to the springs of the people's feet. Among the remains of the guardian critters, a bone torch is engulfed in the flames.
No need to worry or hesitate.
The scorching heat swarms around.
Now, it's all clear. Long story short, mates, I've retrieved many memories. At least now I know who I used to be. My name in the last life was Flannel. Exactly what my close ones call me now. I am still me. I'm not replaced by anyone.
You are still you. Modern vision. This has never happened to any reincarnators as far as we know.
That's because Flammy and I are very alike. And we both have the same duty on our shoulders. I am Flammy. I obtained the Uluru flame from the fire with my own hands. I was the first priestess in the history of the Uluru Games. I'm Spabudia. I keep the flame that traveled all the way from the ancient times inside me. I will become the next priestess in the history of the Uluru Games.
The flame is no longer the small flame as it was. Now it's a roaring like a beast, roaring up into the sky.
Remember what I said, mates? My flame is our compass. Mom said good kids never lie. So, I always keep my word.
Looks back and gives them a grin. In an instant, she hurries her pace and jumps into the fire. What a strange sensation. I feel warm all over, full of energy and invincible. Perhaps it's because I understand myself better now. I understand what it means to do what I'm doing. Hey, I got it. We should record the process of revival, the trace of our experience and thought. This sure would be helpful. So what's this? Revival Journey Gameplay Intro. Okay, the stamps. Okay. A teacher shows his student the way. Erza, what's that you're looking at? Ah, Professor. This? I suppose this can be considered extracurricular reading materials. Dr. Crawford's Reincarnation Chronicles is quite a thirst treatment. It's quite a intrusive treatise. I thought you might find it a little hard to digest. Very impressive. Indeed, it's a bit difficult to understand. I had to spend some time searching for information to help me get it all, but it's all very interesting, of course. Administrator Sophie told me that this book was last borrowed 3 years ago. Let me take a look at that lending record. Huh. This last borrowed name was David, huh? Professor, was this you? Haha. You should always read the works of your senior peers at the earliest opportunity. Your senior peers, you say? I used to work in the same lab as Crawford, but our research was focused on a very different field. I like dealing with plants while he was obsessed with society, enjoying interacting with the people around him. You really know him? Is he an Arcanist? An Arcanist? No. He's human. No different from the two of us. Huh? Human research reincarnators too? Sorry, Professor. What I mean is, reincarnator only crops up in Arcanist bloodline, don't they? Ah, so that's what you're worried about. All surgeons are grateful for Roentgen discovery of X-rays, regardless of bloodline. When it comes to many fields of science, there is no division that cannot be bridged. And for researchers, there's no division between different fields of research that our love for knowledge cannot overcome. Do you mean I can also consider pursuing reincarnators as my own field of research? Just like your peer? Completed. The Old Flame. Give the 20th century a hug, my beautiful, fine, fury friend. Part 7. Fireworks? A new voice is heard, coming along a gust of cold wind, blowing away the thick steam. There's a doorway! The person made of fire opens their eyes. They are filled with flames. The giant heavy gate opens with wind blowing out from the inside. The team members go through the gate one after another. There is however, remains still like a statue. She's caught in her his own world. There's a blink several times, like a frightened animal, slowly looking up from the notebook. After looking around a few times, Elora pats his chest. What happened? Arm suddenly yanks. There's a. Oh. After the girl hopped through, if life gives you cake, just dig right in, right? That's what happens to work every time. Ursula takes a few steps ahead and matches them with deep breaths. Desert Flower stretches herself and suddenly steps firmly on the ground, running like an arrow towards Petitina, who had reached the other end of the desert. What is it, like the Olympic torch flame?
Ulu! Is that a one? We didn't have anything like that before. And those benches!
Things change, Flammy. In the past hundreds of years, when you were absent, countless changes happened to the Uluru Games. New lawns and benches had somehow appeared in the stadium, but none of these changes were made by Arcanists. Those actually made by Arcanists were new events, new rules, and new management. These are the changes that really made the Uluru Games different.
I see. No wonder I've never seen ice race walking in my memories. Let me see. So there was no stone-throwing divination or a new tridecathlon either.
Ice race walking is not a traditional sport in Australia. It originated in Northern Europe and became popular in cold countries.
What's ice race
That's right.
walking?
Ice race walking was introduced to the games in 1926. If my memory serves me well, it was introduced by the St. Pavlov Foundation. On one hand, they hoped to show the internationality and inclusiveness of the game. On the other... Well, it took the place of fire race walking.
I see. I read it somewhere before. At the beginning of the 20th century, after St. Pavlov Foundation took over the Uluru Games, some challenging and relatively dangerous sports were cancelled. This was also the turning point of the Uluru Games. From then on, the games declined in popularity, and fewer athletes came each year.
These people. No, these idiots. They know nothing about the essence of the Arcanist sporting event. Where on earth can you find an Arcanist who would burn their own legs in fire race walking? Everyone knows you'll be fine as long as you believe the fire's harmless.
But, in point of fact, fire is dangerous.
But think about it. It's unbelievable. Given your short fuse, I can't believe you just let them cancel your favorite event, Ulu.
Short fuse?
Yeah, you heard it right. She's got the hottest temper. Burns like a cell.
Things change, Flemmy. I have already spent over 1,000 years in this world. I'm no longer the young, hot-headed flame of your age.
Even your grandmother should call me Grandma now. Grandma? So they can just take away your favorite event just because you're old now? I don't understand.
Walking a few steps behind. Clenches her fist in anger.
Anyway, Flemmy is back. It's time Arcanists took back the Uluru Games from the Foundation. Let's design a new list of events that fit real Arcanists. We'll start from fire race walking. There are woods here. Ulu can start some bonfires with them.
Will the Foundation agree to this? They seem difficult to deal with.
It's hard to take it over from the Foundation. But if we have all the security-related facilities prepared and apply to host the event through Laplace Scientific Computing Center...
Considering Spathadia's identity, we do stand a chance. But the paperwork we're going to deal with...
Come on! Come on! You're not supposed to talk about paperwork in the sacred Uluru Stadium. Instead of a bunch of weak office workers who would pant from climbing a few stairs, what I need is some real athletes who can help me complete the fire race walking. I don't mind whether they're cute or weird. I only need them to be energetic. This is the only thing we ask of athletes in this sport.
Great idea. But the only inconvenience is that we are in the middle of the desert, a place where only flies visit. And as I checked my contact list, I saw only client, client, and client. The ordinary ones and the ones I once stood up. Where are we going to find athletes?
Well, I
The
have
foundation.
many volcanists who meet your need. And they happen to be here. Right now.
Oh, you should grab the whole group?
What? How come I can't see them anywhere? Why are you opening the suitcase? Are you gonna organize your stuff here?
Nope, it's our portal!
Anyone care to have some fresh air?
The other three standing around the suitcase looks more puzzled. Spiridona tenderly opens her mouth but shuts it once again. Soon a clear clap comes to the bottomless suitcase. The first thing to see is a silky shiny horse with a mane fluttering in the wind.
The fresh smell of grass with smoked fragrance. There is no doubt that it tastes better than gilded carrots. And look at this army of royal guards.
Who else is
They
coming
must be
out?
here to greet the great Starly Clatter.
Royal Guard? What is he saying? No kidding. Is that giant creature covered with spikes his Royal Guard?
A deep anger roar comes from the depths of the stadium.
That's the Thorny Devils, the enormous creatures born in the burning sand of the stadium. They used to be mounts for the players, but looks like they have forgotten their master after all these years of slumber. Enough talk. Let's put them back to dust and ashes.
Take thy sword, duel with someone fair and square.
Relax. Tú decides.
Bravo.
Please, don't resist.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo.
Oh, survived it.
Nice move. Merci. Never hesitate.
Yes, I know.
Bravo.
Bien hecho. Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
Yes! Another great victory! And I dedicate this win to Miss Spathadia!
And to Miss Desert Flannel.
Surrounded by the fury atmosphere, the girl raises an invisible glass to each other. Desert Flannel grabs serves and lifts it up in the like a referee, calling out to the suitcase, out of which more arcades pours
Now,
out.
people, those of you who are not afraid of fire and wish to walk among the flames, please register here.
To be continued. I wonder when if that photographer is still looking around. that's... Oh, wait, how do we start this one? Complete the revival journey. Revival journey? What revival journey? This is the only thing I see. Oh, there we go. The revival journey is doing 1. Event program. A list of sporting events for the Uluru game. Arcanum themed events. Track and field. 400-meter dash. The use of arcane skills such as evaporate, blink, and flying is permitted. Horses and special vehicles are strictly prohibited. Requires implementation of drug testing procedures to be designed. For example, random sampling before the start of the competition, and standard drug testing procedures for the top 6 athletes in each event after the competition. Branch vault. The world record for this event was set by Carlos Calistino, the Cuban flying mouse, in 1924. By the time of his retirement, he was still unable to break his own record. Mr. Pavia wants to surpass his height in training. I witnessed it with my own eyes. I really look forward to seeing him perform out on the field. The 10,000 meter vehicle race. There are certain uncertainties regarding this distinction between the certain vehicles drivers and the vehicles themselves, such as participant rating in vehicles like UFO, wooden horses, and artificial satellites. The individual event rules that was provided more details information on the situation to avoid any potential complication regarding the referee's decision-making duties. Combat events, incantation duels. The competition revenue needs to be set up next to the medical station. Guardrails and warning lines to be placed near the arena to prevent excited spectators from entering the field of competition and disturbing the competition schedule. 500-meter water beast steeplechase. Competitors must tame strange water beasts, mount them, and race them. Brewers will be allowed to participate. Algae needs to be planted in the water area endpoint to maintain the physical condition and hemoglobin index of the beasts. Part 8, Triple Zeros.
Guys, you're doing great! Faster! Higher!
So she got like a hairpin? Grandma can't be crazy about sports too. Give her time. She will burn like the sun.
Yes! Ulu! You are exactly the Ulu I knew in my memory. Fire race walking. Operate 400 meters. Branch Bolt and Melinji's Harvest. We've brought back so many old games. Oh, I have to go. The Bunny Bunny arm wrestling is about to start.
What's the Bunny Bunny arm wrestling? Games after games. Ideas after ideas. Both active and interactive Arcanists finds their own happiness on the field.
Wow. The people are having a good time here. They are sweaty, but also delighted. I've never seen anything like this in the class.
Once again, as it looks up at the shabby rooftop.
As Miss Ulu said, this excitement comes from the stadium itself. Is this a recovery arcane skill that works on Arcanists? Or a kind of curing potion?
No, I don't think so. It just smells familiar.
Yes, right. Totally agree with you. It smells like the weird cave on that island. Oh,
Must be the root beer.
I smell beef with tomato and mixed grilling sauce. Oh, it must be my tomato steak flavored potato crisp. This is great fun. I didn't touch a drop, but I'm feeling dizzy.
Watch out, Regulus. You're falling down.
Supported by a pair of friendly arms, the rocking pilot softly jumps like a long, thin jelly.
Oh, are you saying that a sports game can narcotize people too?
I think Mr. Apple knows it better than me. Let me check where he is.
Are you feeling alright? Despite her weakness, the pirate's excitement is not dampened. She is in a jelly mood to explore.
I see him! I see a red ball! Oh, that must be Mr. Apple! But he seems rounder and...
That is not Mr. Apple! While Verton is trying to keep a drunk Regulus balance, the game on the other side of the stadium has come to an end. Spelladina wipes her sweat off her forehead with rosy cheeks and eyes sparkling.
Hands up! And the victory goes to Miss Desert Flannel! Ha! I told ya! No one beats me in arm wrestling!
I lost. You are so strong. The strongest I have ever.
So it bounces up like a spring. An immediate slumps down.
Bathadia! You alright? Hey! Wake up! Go! Get me the wet towel!
Folding the towel and putting it on the rosy girl's forehead has become a routine to Desert Flannel. After finishing this, she fans her with her own
Her
jacket.
temperature is a bit lower than just now, but her condition is quite stable. I guess it's not a reincarnated reaction, but something else.
Is she alright? She feels hot, but not as hot as the horseshoe made of pure gold.
I'm positive that she was once a lot hotter than your little hooves are right now. She was a walking fire that burned fiercely, the forest-destroying kind.
Please don't panic. I've not observed any signs of a flame in her eyes or mouth. She's not ablaze again. Miss Desert Flannel, did she have any abnormalities before she passed out?
Abnormalities? Some, I think. She waddled as if she was pissed and talked so loudly that anyone could tell she wasn't in a clear mind.
Drunk. Clouding of consciousness. No, Regulus.
I think there's a timer. It might be like a 30-second timer though.
You look like an apple-colored giant rock, Mr. Apple. You're so big, and our ship is so small.
I'm feeling so good! It inspired!
Standing next to the tremendous ball of fire, the rocking pilot has left the small before.
Huh? Seems your change of size changes your voice as well.
She's not saying it right.
But since you get this huge, we can strike those old fogies in London like a meteor. On top of the world, there will be our flag of rock and roll. Come to me. I require the biggest hug.
Are you counting the seconds? It's not a good idea to hug anything with fire.
Oh, it's hot. It's burning. It's burning my hands.
Because they are scorching, unstable, and fiery.
Go beyond your limits. Your sweat is the best eulogy for the Red Land.
That's Miss Dooley. She's out of control. Is this also a result of the stadium's power?
Oh my! Miss Regulus, be careful!
Oh, I'm so tired. Let me take a nap.
Regulus? Regulus!
Oh dear. Don't pass out now. I'm getting you out of here. Just a sec.
She's out.
What are you doing?
Another one has passed out. If we let it go on like this, every arcanist here would... Miss Verton, we have to leave at once.
But Miss Bathodia has passed out too. Who can open that door?
Bunny, take everyone back to the suitcase. Don't let anyone out before I open it again.
All right, got it. Oops, I got tripped by... Huh? Mr. Apple, why are you sleeping in the grass?
Yeah, why is Mr. Apple in the grass?
Darley's on it!
The click on the back and Apple in his mouth. Darley pushes the source into the suitcase and jumps inside the rope after her. Clang! The suitcase closes, blocking the fire from a full room.
Oh, the fun of sports. I am burning like I did 1,000 years ago. Let's dance, hand in hand, for the respectable sunshine and rain.
Fire is scorching, not to mention the Uluru flames has been burning for 1,000 years. She emits her heat like she did as a newborn baby, smoke coming bubbling from the soil. Even the beast bones inside eventually burns.
This is too dangerous. She may start a fire.
A fire in a desert?
We have to put her out for now.
What's gonna burn? As it turns to Verton, they both remember what happened that night at the park.
The good news is, we are already a skilled fire brigade.
Hey, give me a chip. Just one with the lowest denomination.
We've got a full team. Let's see.
No worries.
Yes.
Plan A.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Tú decides.
Oh.
Please, don't resist. An unconventional choice.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance? Time for a special massage.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Uluru, please calm down. The flames are rising again. She seems to be confusing her past memories with the present. We must help her remember the era she belongs to. The era I belong to? When we were... wait. Where we came from and where we are going is starting at any point to the torch. Do you remember how we met? Players assess Uluru and traversing every inch of the hotspot to help Uluru recall the past. Tapping the unlocked location on the map allows for quick positioning. Tasks will appear on the map as elements. Okay, dispatch characters on the torch relay. Sending a character that meets the condition under tradition and can shorten the relay. Completing the torch relay unlocks other areas. So, can we do a battle? Well, this is the prerequisite since it's lighted up. Okay, let's go. So now all I have to do is Rival Journey Urza 2. Wait. List of economy sprays. A list of spray products. Emerald Tranquility Spray. Formula. How long is this? Oh, it's pretty long. Add a small amount of rough cockerblur extract and maidenhair fern powder to the sugar base. The soluble green pigment in the rough cockerblur fruiting body gives the spray a bright green appearance, and it smells also helps to mask the slightly bitter taste of the maidenhair fern powder. Application: clinical use should pay attention to dosage control, as high doses may lead to SSS, sedation, confusion, and sleep disorder, such as drowsiness. The spray is often used in specific rituals to achieve the purpose of deep meditation and relaxation. Being highly compatible, the addition of the other nutrients can be considered according to the circumstance of usage and the patient's metabolical level to enrich its functional effects. Umbrella Jelly Fungus Diagnosis Spray. Spore umbrella jelly fungus are used in the main raw materials. The suitable amount of lavender essence is also added to the formula. The fruiting body of umbrella jelly fungus contains fluorescence, while the aroma of lavender can soothe the patient's stress. The spray foam and layer of biofilm on the cotton filter, which generates a color reaction with the patient's absorption. After chronographic analysis, the patient's physical condition can be clearly identified, providing benchmark data for the sequential diagnosis, treatment, and observation. Commonly used in children, pregnant women, and patients with limited mobility due to trauma. Kangaroo Foam. Number 3. Fire Extinguisher. Usage methods. Open the safety valve. Align with the source of fire and press to spray. Foam will quickly form a mob of kangaroos to isolate the oxygen and extinguish the flame. Also, that's what the kangaroos thing was. I thought they were like actual. Wait, is it or am I just overthinking about it? Each foam kangaroo is milky white in color and composed of small bubbles. Each charming kangaroo structure constitutes a complete bubble membrane. The foam kangaroo targets a fixed point at the flame's edge, thus making it suitable for indoor fires and complex building structures. The Kangaroo Foam Number 3 Fire Extinguisher is a standard public safety implementation of the Australia branch of Laplace. The Kangaroo Foam Number 3 Fire Extinguisher demonstrates major strides of innovation with regards to the appearance of its foam kangaroo to avoid any risk of copying infringement on the previous version. Compared to the previous version 1 and 2, there is no significant difference in functionality. Superman, Part 9.
Desert Flannel's dizziness is in remission. She's already well enough to deal with her business on the fax machine. Will it do harm to her physical condition?
Miss Desert Flannel is only experiencing a very mild reaction. She can move around freely, and it is recommended for her to do so. Miss Bathadia, on the contrary...
She's not even awake.
No. But her body temperature and her arcanum level are getting stable now. She should wake up any minute.
Is it because she took part in too many events in the stadium?
That's right. She has to stay in bed for the next 3 days. As well as Ms. Regulus and Mr. Apple. I have asked Miss Bunny to send
Yeah, Abby, how's everything?
If everything went well, they should have woken up by now.
Dr. Ezra, I'm back.
The bunny girl pops out from between the crack of the door.
Both Mr. Apple and Miss Regulus are awake now, so I gave them some medicine. But Miss Uluru is still in a coma.
Don't worry. Miss Uluru is different to the other unconscious arcanists. She was weakened by the long sleep, while the other arcanists lost consciousness because of external factors. Look, this is their physiological data in the last 3 hours. Many Arcanists have told us that their physical abilities were improved as they entered the stadium. They felt they were in a refreshed state, like they had a good sleep or rested properly. But after they competed in 4 to 6 different games, or the average sporting time exceeded 3.5 hours,
You just come back from work?
they felt dizzy, as if they had consumed too much alcohol.
And these symptoms were relieved soon after they left the stadium.
Ah, you mean people are in oblivion because of that stadium? If that place is so dangerous, is it possible to hold the games again?
I think this is why in the past, athletes were only allowed to compete in 3 different sports. As long as we stick with the same rule, the safety of our athletes shouldn't be problematic.
Oh, I got it. So this place is just as safe as the club I work in. As long as we ain't breaking the rules, nothing will happen. Like how the bodyguards and I take care of our club, the rule and special medicine made by Miss Ezra will protect the Uluru Stadium.
Miss?
Oh? What's wrong, Miss Ezra?
Miss Bunny? But you see, I'm not a miss.
Huh?
So Bunny Bunny slowly tilts her head.
You were funny, Miss Ezra. Please stop teasing me. What else can you be except a lady? A gentleman?
Ezra is indeed a he.
Ah.
A he?
They finally notice?
Ah, Miss Spathadia, you're awake. Here, take this water and the nutrition supplement capsule.
So everybody got it, as a he instead of a female. Hand trembling, pushes away the pills and water.
You're a boy? When did you turn into a boy?
Yes, I'm a boy. I was a boy when I was born, and I have been that way since.
What? Wait. What? Why did you lie to me? Why did you say you were a... Wait. You never said you were a girl.
Wait. Miss Spathadia, please don't grab me so tightly.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. What happened? Our little Spathadia looks completely absent-minded, arms around her knees, and Missy Ezra here is holding her forehead and looks overwhelmed?
Jeez. He is not a missy. He's a buddy.
Buddy, Ezra? So what? Boy or girl, is that such a big deal?
Desert Flannel waves the papers around and puts them on the table in front of Spelladina.
Nothing is more important than this.
Dear Miss Verdon, I am glad to hear from you.
No, not that one. That's for Verton. From some guy called Slouch Hat.
She fishes out the pages of the pile and throws it to Verton.
Thank you. He's my contact in Australia. We've been writing letters these days.
So, what am I supposed to look at then? This one? Large-scale event application form. Alice Springs government. This is that thing!
Yes! We just need to go to the city hall, fill in the form, and submit it. Then we're ready to have our Uluru Games!
What are we waiting for then? Let's hit the road!
She throws back the covers and leaps out of bed.
No, Miss Spathadia, you haven't fully recovered. You need to rest.
I'm not feeling that bad. Actually, I'm feeling really good. That's right. Really good.
The little girl grips the arms of her doctor and gives him a rough shake.
The city hall's not like a no man's land. We're just going there to fill in some forms. They won't hurt me, okay? Okay?
No. No. This time is different.
Doctor tries to stay solid as a rock amidst a storm of shaking.
This is not like what happened before, Miss Spathadia. I'm your doctor, and I'm responsible for your health. I can't let you leave my side.
Your sight. Your sight. Got it!
She's gonna bring him along. Spathadia stopped shaking, but being pulled hard instead.
With me. Come on, come on.
He thought so.
Time waits for no man. Our summer games are about to start. Wait, what?
The kids disappear at the end of the hallway. Their yells and mouth lingers a little longer.
Whoa! Miss Spathadia is surely a good runner. Even faster than the potion drunk Miss Sotheby.
Okay, since the doctor and the patient are both happy, I, the event assistant producer, am also hitting the road. Wait for our good news! What are these? And this? Look, I know English, but I don't understand any of the things written here. What is Northern Territory Event Security Law? Oh, and what is Type 3 Field Safety Certification? I think I'll just go with C here for event types. That's what looks closest to the Uluru Games since they're both two-word phrases.
Maybe let's just go with that one. I always go with C when I have no idea what I'm reading.
Sister Flower buries her head in her hands, wailing while Spinel keeps biting her pencil.
Mass event application, fire escape plan. Miss Spathadia, does the stadium have a fire escape?
Yep, into the suitcase!
Not in Flammy's memory. Let me check Spathadia's. Alright, I have no idea at all. The sports are all that I care about.
Well, I'm just gonna write down an unknown here.
You,
How are you, my grumpy little friend? Finally made up your mind to help?
At ease as he seems, deep down he's like a cat on hot
No.
chicks.
I have no desire to help a patient who doesn't care about her own health. You are on your own.
City Government Service Center, District B, Window 13 at your service. Thanks for your waiting. Your form will be examined.
Oh, great. She stopped. What happened?
It's not a good look. I've seen that look on Miss Judy's face. She's my math teacher. Whenever she puts on that face.
Yes?
It means none of your answers are correct.
Uh-huh.
Failure. A sheet of paper stained with ink is returned, and its owners talk to each other, walking away from the service window.
Told you we can't fill who knows in the form.
Who knows you can't write that?
Please take this one.
Yes, Miss Desert. I'm sorry. And you are...
Hello. I am Spathadia, the director of the event. This counter is way too high. Should have let Desert Flannel talk to you. But she's feeling sick.
Oh, she like jumping each time.
Warm. So, I have to do it instead.
I will prepare a stool for you. Please stop jumping.
Another failure. Her form failed. This is true, but at least she gets a stool to step onto.
Yes, with this stool, I don't have to jump up again and again. Here's the form we revised. Please check it.
All right. You've submitted the Arcanus Gathering Registration Form, the Mass Events Application Form, and the Desert Areas Gathering Application Form. Your application will be in the approval process very soon.
Gosh, yes! I'd go crazy if I had to fill them in again. I've never experienced such pain. We cried on each other's shoulders several times.
Same for me.
I'm sorry?
It's nothing. But please take a look here at the second half of the sports game process and events application form. Most of the events of your application have been confirmed, not approved. If you want to add them to the Uluru Games, an independent application for each event's security permissions is required.
More filling.
How can I get the permission then?
More forms.
You need to fill in these forms and take live photos for the events you want to apply for.
What a miserable piece of news.
Excuse me? Please, give me the forms.
That jumps up from under the counter.
I'll take care of them.
It's like, stop jumping. Use the stool.
Let the girls leave and rest. Ezra!
A lot of merciful tears suddenly change into tears of joy. She gives him a bear hug.
Gosh, that's so kind of you. You are the kindest person of all the kind people I know. Thank you, Ezra. I can't promise I'll stay in bed for the next 3 days, but I'll take the medicine in time. No hesitation.
No worries, Spatha dear. I've also learned something today.
The little researcher helplessly smiles, his face pale.
That is... It pains me more to see people suffer than to endure my own suffering. I prefer to give them a hand. Please, leave the paperwork to me. I can jump to reach the counter.
Stool. Take another stool over there.
Ah, yes. Jumping for too long would cause irreversible damage to my meniscus. Thank you so much.
Behind the glass, the exhausted receptionist finally shows a smile of relief.
The games in Flammy woke me up when I was still a small flame a millennia ago. They made me fanatic and crazy. How amazing, my young friend. I'm just like the present me when I talk to you.
What do you mean, the present me?
An old flame that has been burning for over 1,000 years. You are smart, and your ideas are fun. I've been paying attention to you when I was still a small flame. Looks like you have a lot of expectations for the Uluru Games. Sometimes it feels like you care about the games even more than Flammy does.
I do have hopes, Fred. My wish to revive the games is stronger than Ezra's, and my expectations for it are higher than Spathadia's. After all, we're in a different age now, which means we can achieve much more than a sports game. But to be honest, I'm impressed by Miss Spathadia's energy and passion for all these. She's... Huh? Who are those people by her side?
The little girl exactly walks on the sand, her hands waving in the air and pointing each part of the space of her usage. Behind her, an engineer team follows.
To here. I want to build a neat entrance here. I also need a kiosk and a fridge with drinks.
Okay. Our engineer will bring you the suitable sample materials before tomorrow, 5 p.m. You can make a choice then. And you'll see the architectural drawing tomorrow morning.
Spathadia, who are they?
They are engineers from the Place. Our buildings don't meet the government's requirements, so we have to repair them. Ezra called them from Alice Springs, and Laplace seems very supportive. They took the fastest ride and got here in less than an hour.
Repair? Will they change the internal structure of this stadium?
Of course not. There's no way I'd let him do that. The Uluru Stadium is not a creation of Arcanists, but a gift from great nature and its noble spirit. All we'll do inside is sweat and let our spirits burn.
Wait.
I think I just heard something.
I heard it too. It's...
The bunyips! And those thorny devils. They must have snuck out from the stadium. Darn those tabloids. We're at the center of the storm now. These things just won't let us go. Like some cockroaches attracted to an open jar of jam.
There are scraps of paper sticking to the corner of their mouths. Is that... newspaper? Mayhem. Revival squad of the Uluru Games in City Hall with Bunny Girl? Mental breakdown of receptionist exclusive on Australian Necker? Gosh, children! What have you done out there?
Must be that photographer again.
Dental checkup.
Two waves.
No rest.
Merci.
Do this. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance? Yes, I know.
Relax. Do this. No rest. Relax.
Yes, I know.
Do this. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. You don't recognize me? What about now?
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
There is a help with the application. Spinadona brought the repairman. That's good. Everything's going smoothly. Perhaps we need to find time to talk, just to make sure everything is perfect. That's a good suggestion, child. You notice the power inside Uluru Stadium. It's the fire totem, which burns brighter through understanding and spiritual connection. More communication, this would help us. Companion journey intro, gameplay intro. Once the companion journey begins, players will receive special combat bonuses in battle. The building connection with Aeroplatus pods obtained during the revival journey provides special bonuses to fire totems. Only one of the blessings can be chosen per location. Let's see, the fire from all enemies gain. Okay. Okay, so it's either multi or two. Or what's this one? When fire total explode deals additional. That makes 3 altogether. Let's see. What is the final stage? 13. Let's just claim and start claiming. Revolver journeys. Okay, let's see. Street corner. Wait, city street corner. What's this one? What took place on the street corner became the definite moment of the entire story. Sparks flew as the fire of youth met on this spot. Okay. Wait, 8 seconds. Okay, what's that supposed to do? What? Completed, so next one's the place of reception hall. This is fire. It may be slightly a lie, or may represent an incredible miracle. 20 minutes. Let's see, what characters are not likely using? Hey, but I don't have any of the best characters. Wait, huh? Wait. Oh. Oh, to increase it, but yeah, okay, 20 minutes. Okay. A classic and complex task of fulfilling out documents. I don't think I need a healer, so I'm just gonna take these two guys. Oh wait, wait. Well, let me learn the total thing first. Because I think before we start that, let's do the totems. see, this one would be. Let's do Moxie. Yeah, 50%. Right, so this healer might be better. Let's do this one. Okay, I'll do this one. One more. We get more stuff. Okay.
Give me a chip. Just one with the lowest denomination.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Who's this?
Merci.
Don't be so furious.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Something.
Yeah, I know.
Bravo.
Talking out calms people down.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, Mew Mew.
Also, okay, so that's the guy. Okay. The Naggers Weekend Special. Exclusive exposé. Revival City and Bunny Girl causes commotion at City Hall. Civil service suffers mental breakdown due to extreme intimidation. The Uluru games are on the verge of revival, igniting the flames of competition and arcanist everywhere. I'm sure many of you have heard the news already. Perhaps you even passed by the revival squad on the streets, led by the precious famous student, and needless to say, everyone is very curious about them. They are, of course, a flame, a 9th grade student, a fungus researcher, and a prominent public figure backed by the entire St. Pavlo Foundation, making for a motley crew fascinating enough to make anyone's heart burst with excitement. Just like Bunny Yip, who has been seen lurking in the city's dark alley recently, these denizens of social's dark underbellies have crawled out of the sewers and thrust themselves into the spotlight at a fast captivating the entire nation's imagination and attention. Following close behind a bunny girl and mad scientist, giant brown mushrooms, and a pixie emu in tow, does the Mayborn suffer by the fireside? Where could you possibly hope to see such a scene? In a science fiction movie? In a circus? In your dreams, perhaps? No. This all happened at Alice Springs City Hall. The scene of pure absurdity was also the first expression by a bystander, who was to be asked to be referred to as Miss Kate, head of the revival squad. We have undertaken all manners of large events and functions, all on behalf of guests and eloquence and a sense of priority. But they're just too much. Oh my goodness, my upbringing doesn't permit me to repeat the things they did. Please understand. The aforementioned chaos thrown up by the revival squad completely destroyed Miss Kate's day. When recounting this experience, she choked back tears multiple times and even broke out in incoherent sobs. Let us return to that glorious event and reflect on what our ancestors had to say about the Uluru games. Do we really need these games? Or did someone tell you that you need them to awaken the love of sportsmanship, a fair competition laying dormant in your heart? What is the point of them? Selling tickets? Is this just another case of Sentinel gone mad? Go and take a look at the page that you just tore out off your calendar this morning. As we stand at the end of the century, who truly wishes to assume those long dead and dedicated traditions once again? Whose pockets are being lined up with the money from these tickets that seem to be on sale everywhere you go? Yes, we have all the answers you've been looking for. What's this one then? A work log for mutual employees. When they gave me a civil service job, I never thought I'll end up working with an emu one day. Or perhaps I should say that when I was drowning in all those irritant project applications forms, I couldn't finish last month. There was always so many applications I can't seem to finish. I never thought a emo form of Pixie would be any use to me. But Puppet really is something. I'm not even sure if that's its name. I just heard that girl with the ponytail call it that. It's quite quiet, strong, and has a strangely trustworthy air about it. So when I noticed it flipping through unapproved forms and trying to help with them, I didn't think to stop. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm imagining this, but I think I have a sense of aura of guilt radiating from Patty. It's like the kind of guilt a mother clan in a polka dot dress feels after a child's soccer ball smashes through a glass window. The sense of guilt felt by the grandmother wearing a woven beret after the grandchildren rides their bicycle over a beautiful flower bed. Anyway, I can always count on it to bring me a basket of golden apples, appearing at my door, then bowing down all the way to the ground. I know this all seems a little over the top, but when it's true of my imagination, I have managed to calm down the revival squad, formed by the rambunctious children. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to return Kate's backpack. She left it at my house when she came to the housewarming party earlier. She took her sick leave immediately after and won't be at the office for 2 weeks straight. I saw her today. She looks good and seems to be preparing for an interview. It's strange. Who wants to interview a civil servant? Maybe I should ask her the next time I see her. Wait, oh. Oh, wait, no. So I can't do this again? So it's only one at a time, huh? I thought, okay. I think the next one would be longer. Claim, we got Nasher. Claim. And don't think I have enough for... So this is gonna be the last one for tonight. Let's play house. So I'm not sure, there's probably no fighting. It's probably gonna be story. A delicious biscuit, a door with snow like sugar. This half is for you, and the other is for me, my friend. I miss you so much. Part 10. Let's play house. Everything is going smoother than expected.
Laplace has forwarded the Uluru Games application to the Foundation, and it has been moving smoothly in the system in the last 2 weeks. I heard that from Mr. Slouchat on the phone this morning. They believe it will be a good opportunity to build a positive image for Arcanists, and it will strengthen the communication between them and humans. The Foundation is happy to see that happen.
Then when will we have the result of the application?
The procedure is long and complicated. Besides, the safety reports were only submitted a few days ago, so it will take at least 20 days.
20 days? If we start the construction after that, we'll never make it on the opening day. The engineers said the construction will take at least a month and a half.
That's almost the fastest they can do. Can we postpone it a bit more?
I'm afraid not. I already postponed it until half a month later for the construction. Summer will be over if we wait any longer.
It's okay. We have talked about the construction arrangement.
A map marked with writing is rolled out on the floor. Urza draws
We
a
may
line.
start the renovation ourselves and move on to other things when we have more people to help. As I demonstrated here, if we plan it properly, we may be able to finish the construction in a month. By then, we can start the event as Miss Spathadia first planned.
Gosh, I already checked the schedule 100 times. How did you manage to cut down 15 days from nowhere? This is unbelievable. You're a genius, Ezra. I guess the games would have died on the vine without you.
It's nothing extraordinary compared to what a real human genius can do. Don't forget arcanists are the pillar of the games.
Let me see. Divide the construction team into 3 groups, one building the entrance, and the other 2 repairing the internal ceiling and walls. The internal ceiling and walls? Ezra, I have never made that request to the construction team. You must be mistaken. We need not repair what's inside the stadium.
I added it to the list. I have investigated the site with some workers from the construction team. The stadium is ancient. The walls are badly weathered and can barely hold up anything. It has become more of a natural scenic spot than a stadium for sports. For safety reasons, we might use a support structure made of alloy to...
No! Definitely no! This is the Uluru Stadium we're talking about, not some office building on the street. I will not let you in. I wouldn't have left the gate open if you told me your plan earlier.
But what about the audience, Miss Spathadia? How are we going to look after their safety? If one of the walls or the ceiling collapses, how can they escape?
Nothing like that has happened before. Not even one case in the past hundreds of years.
Nothing stays the same forever. We have to foresee the danger before it is too late.
They can run away from the danger themselves.
Excuse me.
You already figured it out, right? The stadium can get rid of fatigue from arcanists and adjust their conditions and arcane abilities to their best. Even if accidents really happened, they can protect themselves. The prophets and diviners will also warn the others. We never needed metal bars above our heads to protect us.
What about the human audiences? They have no superpower, nor super senses. They can't fly a broom or teleport themselves. They can't even get themselves out of a packed room. In your plan, how are you going to ensure their safety?
Humans? What are they doing in the stadium? There has never been a single human in the Uluru Games. None of them have managed to find the entrance, not to mention enter it.
But I am human, Miss Spathadia. You invited me to the games. It's also you who told me that humans, like myself, can enter the Uluru Stadium if it shows itself.
The cup in his hands falls to the table.
I thought you were different. You showed concern about arcanists and you helped us a lot. You're a kind human.
But I'm not special. I'm no greater than any other humans. I don't deserve to be treated differently. I'm just one of the majority. An ordinary human. If I can be accepted by the stadium, so can other humans.
There's a presence on the map dotted with the red line, dragging that art he drew towards himself.
Spathadia, Ezra, guys, calm down. This is not the time for a fight.
This is not the time? When shall we have it then? The world is full of sports games for humans. One after another and another. But this is the only sports game for Arcanists. Why don't you go mind your own games? And haven't humans stolen enough from us? They even made our arcane skills accessible to them. They modified arcane gadgets and added some science stuff, and bang! The arcane tricks I know suddenly become something new. Some invention exclusive for humans' use. And now they're even taking away the Uluru Stadium with metal bars! It was me who found the stadium, and I'm not giving it to anyone!
Not to be undone, the girl pulls the map to her side.
Taking away? No, I have never thought of taking anything away from you, Miss Spathadia. I was just trying to help. Like most of the Laplace researchers. We spend most of our time in the lab. We read, we study day and night. We weren't doing it to make humans noble, not for arcanists. Those products and achievements, they are the fruit of the combination of arcanum and science. They were made to make everyone's life better.
One side is full of swollen resentment.
Make life better? Get out! You think I never saw the ad of Laplace? Guide arcanum with science. Tame the orderless power with sense. That's what you tell the people!
The other side seems unwilling and filled with grievance. But Lena cries out to Urza, her face flushed with anger.
Sense will guide sentiments, so as to prevent the latter from destroying itself in the flames. You have to tend to the flames carefully, to understand them, protect them from danger. This is what I've been taught, and this is also the principle I've always acted upon. And this very suitcase that we are staying in is also placed at the entrance made by humans. You shouldn't think so ill of them when you're standing on it.
The rational, delicate boy frowns and grips the pen until his fingers whiten.
We were only trying to help. That's all.
Rip, the drawing is torn into two pieces, underneath which the table is beneath seems like a king's canyon.
I'm out! It's pointless arguing with a rude human who has no respect for arcanists!
First trotting, then scooting, and running, Spelladina storms towards the room at the end of the hallway. Bam! She slams the door and shuts the world out.
Sorry. I will go back to my room now.
Head lowered and murmuring, Elsa runs away from the table as if chased. Virgin's been here all the whole time?
It's a nice map.
She pulls the two pieces, but the crack on the paper still can't be ignored.
It shouldn't be left in halves. What do you think?
I don't like the idea of giving up. And I have never messed up a job once I took it.
Nezerflon pushes the left half of the map towards the burning flame.
I'll take care of this, and you look after that. What do you say?
Ulu, are you alright?
I'm fine. I just feel a bit dizzy. My head has been feeling heavy since the battle against the bunyips, and sometimes even my body feels itchy. I think I'll be fine after I fully recover.
Lulu shakes her head and picks up the broken map.
Leave this half to me. I'll talk to her.
Thanks, Ulu. I'll request another raise of your accelerants from Laplace. Desert Flannel, you take care of Ezra. I'll follow the progress of the Foundation's examination. Let's move, friends.
The people set off for the target one after another. leaving only empty chairs in the room. A small figure as black as cinder walks out from one pool of shadow, and then vanishes into another. The Australian Nagger's office.
What the heck did you say? What do you mean no other progress? Progress of the Uluru Stadium renovation? Who the heck will buy our newspaper for this piece of shit?
His mustache quivers with every angered breath.
Sorry, sir. We haven't been able to find anything new about the revival squad for a long time. They didn't even step out of that suitcase in the last 2 weeks after we got their names in the papers. Neither did we hear anything from the source.
A file filled with paper is thrown at
I'm not
Marinova's
hiring
face.
a notorious journalist like you for this boring news. Get out and find more. Some big and breaking news like that revival squad of Uluru games in City Hall with Bunny Girl.
Chief editor storms off, leaving his line road lingering in the room.
It's you. Good timing.
Wait, so is he also like a bad guy that controls them? The China man was to call him and winds around his finger. Seconds later, it turns into his Inca spot.
The Uluru games on the edge of total disruption. The revival squad turn against each other. I knew it. A group of monkeys. This is fun. The chief editor and that chick will both enjoy this.
His body keeps trembling, until he can't help but let out an uncontrollable laughter. Alright, so it's kind of getting late. Let's see, how are we doing in this thing? Completed. Let's see. One new area's opened up. So we have fight, kangaroo foam. So this one opens another one, so let's check that one. The pouch at least one awaken to accelerate. Awaken. Can we do the other areas too? Oh nice, I can patch a torch for 2 people healing abilities. Healing. Healing. Versus other guy. Fuck. There it is. Oh, it's a fight. Alright. Alright, I guess we'll we can do these last two, I think. But oh, this is a paper read, so I'll probably skip them, maybe. The study effects of changes in water temperatures for the Bunyan lie detector mechanism. I guess I'll scroll. The conversation between them. These are the what, different mushrooms? No. Wait, is it? Oh wait, no, it isn't. Okay. White milk mushroom. An introduction to the guild states that it's also known as a spicy milk mushroom. Is it really that spicy? I don't think I want to find out. This mushroom was delivered at the foot of the Danagon range, in the shade between a stream. To prevent it from drying out, I placed it in a cog and brought it home with me. The cap is semi-spheric in shape and has a diameter of approximately 3 centimeters. Its appearance is very unique, with soft gills and a cap and stem as white as snowflakes. Unfortunately, it only grows at the foot of the range, not on their stomach. Wait, not sure where that came from. Not from their sometimes snowy peak. Beneath its cap lies many small spore sacs, which when open reveal spores of a creamy hue. I cut off a small piece, and I'm observing it under a microscope. Could see that the purule was tender and the curved hepue was thick and wavy or annular. The structure is very similar to other milk caps, with different mainly reflected in color and masala morphology. Being a wild mushroom, it can be eaten raw. Being a wild mushroom, it can be eaten raw or used as cooking ingredients. Even after being sliced, its white milk juice retains its inner spicy flavor, stimulating the appetite and thus making it suitable for use as seasoning. I'll take good care of it, whether for research or emergency food reserve, should the need arise. Medical value: white milk mushroom extract boosts anti-inflammatory and antitoxic pharmacological properties. It's poly and okay. Therapeutic effects on tumor cells are also used in adjuvant therapy for malignant tumors. White milk mushrooms can enhance the body's immune systems and enhance athletic performance. This doesn't mean Arcanists can use it as a nutrient supplement. I'll make a note of this. I need to gather more data. The white milk mushroom is highly sensitive to its growing environment. Thus, its growth status can provide a preliminary reflection of the forest's ecological health. This has caused to become one of the ecological indicators of environmental assessment. Humidity, nitrogen, and pH level are all indicators that correspond to the growth status of white milk mushrooms. This was the oversight on my part. I only recorded the growth location but forgot to test the environmental indicator. Treat this as a lesson and be more careful for the future. I'll just do the battle. Recommended is Team Star. Oops, wrong thing. But Take this guy out and put in.
I can't wait anymore.
Tú decides.
Start me up. They're just little games.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo.
Lights.
Let's dance.
Lights.
No worries. Yeah, I know. Please, don't resist.
All right. I'll leave it as this for the ending. Or we can go and check who we can rate out to. So thanks everyone for coming out for today's stream. Alright, so hope everyone has a great night. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.